EA Sports. It's in the game.
Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready?
Get ready, dog.
This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People want to know where Mace, Poss, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot. You'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, and head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred. Meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rockin' over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Set. Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady. To the letter rock. Turn it up. We giving the show. But can you rock it like...
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with Phillip Rivers and the Los Angeles Chargers. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down. At about the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
All right, 190. Hey, go orange. Orange. Hey, Delta. Done.
First down, Rivers. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And his first look is incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time, and that'll bring up second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 12 yards there and a first down. So following the run by Gordon, here's first and 10. Rivers now. Throw to the right here to Gordon. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up second and 6. Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he's got a man open. That's Allen. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A Charger first down. Rivers hooking up with Allen. Now Gordon on first down. It's a first down and more for Gordon. And he takes it all the way down to the 22. A big run there. 29 yards and a first. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's second and 12. From the gun, Rivers. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Williams. 23 yards the pickup there. Well, he did everything but get him in the end zone there, but now they're set up. Golden opportunity, strong opening drive, and they're knocking on the door.
And the way that they did it, now look where they are on the field. All right, this is naturally set up for a running play, isn't it? But with his ability to throw the football, his accuracy on this drive, you don't want to think about a pass play in this situation.
Interesting. Time to find out. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
Hey, Delta!
54 Mike, 54 Mike. Check, check. Watch 54, watch 54.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Rivers to throw for it on 4th. And my goodness, this is incomplete. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And this crowd into it early. Their guys stand tall on the opening drive of the football game.
52. I got you. I got you. Go, go.
They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
That's good for Baltimore. First and 10 at the 30.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
11 yards there, 1st down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Come on, come on. Check now.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Check 24. He's coming. Double up, double up.
Ingram again, a 1st down carry. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Now 3rd and 5.
Ready up. 52. Mike 52. I'm here all day. I'm here all day. Check it out.
On 3rd down, Mark Ingram. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
Kill, kill, kill. He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime report.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot.
180.
On first down, Gordon. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, 43 yards, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36.
Let's go.
Their own 36-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity.
Oh, he just needed to throw it away, but instead, out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack. Chris Moore was the intended target, but it's going to be second down. All right, we got a second here. Let's have some fun. Let's be cheesy, because why not? So we had the 71st Emmys on Sunday.
No wine. Just straight cheese.
71st Emmys on Sunday. So let's hand out a few awards.
Okay.
Let's start with Best Supporting Actor right now in the NFL. Who are you going with?
I'm going with the mustache man, Gardner Minshew in Jacksonville. Because despite the fact that they're 1-2, got their first win last Thursday against Tennessee, he stepped in week 1 and set a record for rookie quarter.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Seth Roberts, 73 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
After nearly 30 minutes of football, that touchdown puts us in a position where if they make the extra point, we're right back to even before we start the second half.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23.
come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. I'm with the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. I just got bags from Prada. Rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Los Angeles Chargers. Two former division rivals in the old AFC West, the Seahawks and Chargers, are underway. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Super team.
52. 52's the mic.
Check.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
That's the way you fly.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
All day. All day.
Now a give, right side. It's Carson.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Let's go.
Seahawks. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Wilson to throw.
I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Let's go, Heavy. Let me know what you got.
On 2nd down, it's Carson, and he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Here's Carson. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. Justin Jones there on the stop.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. Rolling to his right. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. And that is going to be incomplete. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Rivers escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler.
That was a really nice run there to bring up. Third and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And he will have 1st down yardage. As he's brought down at the 41.
Michael Kendricks made the tackle.
Black 15.
An 8-yard pickup.
Come on, fellas.
And the Chargers 1st down.
Hey, ready.
Here's Gordon. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line. They'll try to throw here. Rivers.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 1st down Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Rivers on 1st down. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. From 21 yards away. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. Badgley now to kick this one away. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. This is Carson. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And look at this, it's a fake. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And that will force a turnover on downs. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, Delta! Wait, 89!
Working out of the gun, Rivers. Flushed out right. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, before the game, you and I were looking at the still undefeated teams in the league, and Detroit's technically won at 2-0-1, but let's look at the 3-0 teams. The Bills, Patriots, Chiefs, Cowboys, Rams, 49ers, and Packers. I'm guessing if I ask you who would lose first, you might say Buffalo because they play New England this weekend.
I think you're right about that because that's what you look at. What's the schedule tell us? We know the 49ers are safe because they got an open week coming, so they should be okay on that one. But you would say Buffalo, even though they're at home, New England gets them. But as a wild card, putting them on upset alert, Green Bay on Thursday night with a desperate Philadelphia team coming in. You know, you got to be really careful with that, despite the fact Green Bay's defense has been so impressive in the early going.
They'll run on 1st down. Carson, and he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
Focus, defense, focus. Watch time.
On 3rd down, it's Carson. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. And they will finally drag him down at the Chargers' 21-yard line.
Well, partner, that's one of the problems when you sell out to stop the run on 3rd and short. Sometimes you break that initial wall and you go a long way.
So how do you prevent it?
That's tough to do. That really is tough to do. And one of the things offenses like to do nowadays in practice, you know, they do a lot of working against equal numbers. They'll start putting more and more numbers on defense and just telling the offensive guys, figure it out. Learn how to block it.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf there to make the grab as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. So he scrambled right but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he simply takes A knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Looking for Benjamin, but it's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They're going to be stopped up on this first down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
At the Chargers' 41-yard line.
Gun. Check.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. On the move to his left. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And it's 3rd down. The Seahawks on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, Carson. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. So they'll say no to the 50-yard field goal try. Instead, the offense out there, they're going for it. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process.
A gain of 22 yards. Seahawks.
Let's go.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
On 1st down, Wilson to the right side, and he's got more complete. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the 2nd half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half.
There goes Melvin Gordon. 30, 20, 10. Touchdown, L.A. Melvin Gordon, 75 yards. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Now Wilson on first down. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Good yardage there on the scramble, and all of a sudden they're left with a 3rd and 2. Much more manageable. 3rd and 2. Now Wilson eluding the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Joey Bosa picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. Wide open receiver complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the first down conversion. From the gun, it's Wilson. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll toss it out to Carson. Casey Hayward makes the tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They run again with Carson. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
It's 4th down.
On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And he'll try and throw here on the fake. And it's complete. They're going to get the first. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. Wilson now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now it's Carson. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. Second down and goal. Wilson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, but now it's 3rd and goal. I guess they're in a situation now, fourth quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
Stand up in.
On third and goal, Wilson dancing to his left. And he's got it. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be fourth and goal. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on fourth and goal. Throwing is Wilson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Uchenna and Wosu got the sack there. A breakdown by the O-line at the worst possible time. Fourth and goal, and it leads to a sack.
And I can just see it now. On the sidelines, they're telling the quarterback, you've got to get rid of it somehow, some way. At least get it in the end zone and give us a chance. If we throw an interception, so what? A sack? We didn't even have a chance.
Throwing on second and 8. Rivers. Hunter Henry brings it in. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. To throw is Rivers. Steps away. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. So from Seahawk territory now, it's first and 10 at the 34. Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Bradley McDougald that time able to knock it away.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
On second down, Rivers again. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So it's third and long for the Chargers, and Rivers after the sack.
Hey, downtown!
Rivers. Flush to his right. And the pressure gets to him again. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. On is the Chargers punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked out at about the 3-yard line.
You hate to give the ball away here in the fourth quarter while you're just holding a slim lead. But that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Rolling to his left. And nearly picked off there. And it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's second down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
49 the mic. Watch the check.
To throw again. Wilson, incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's third down. Big play coming up. Here's third and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the field position doesn't get much better than this. They'll have it first and goal at the 8-yard line. And a strange one here, a little befuddled. They're sending out the field goal unit now. This to perhaps salt this one away. Oh, that's offline. He hooked it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So what a let-off there. You figure that was an easy 3 points. Instead, it turns into nothing.
And from that close of range, if you start it left, your goose is cooked. And this thing, well, it never had a chance to straighten itself out.
On first down, a running play ends up going backwards as he won't get close to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose 4 yards. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Steps away to his, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Melvin Ingram dropping the hammer off the edge. Now Wilson down around his goal line. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And this one's going to be touchdown right at about the 35-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
So now on comes the field goal unit. And this will be a, shall we say, a rather optimistic try here. This to make it a 2-score game. I guess I got to hand it to him. That was, that was ambitious.
Well, that's one way to put it.
On first down, it's Carson, and he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. They'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. Oh, no, he lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And they were hoping to get down there, get the score, and get this thing into overtime. How deflating.
Absolutely. I mean, let's face it, heartbreaking. They had an opportunity, had a chance, and probably were feeling pretty good about what was going on, and that was taken away from them by their own mistake.
Yeah, the opportunity squashed. I got nothing after that try.
Yeah, don't even try.
I mean, he tried it from the parking lot.
Here we go. Here we go.
He's back to throw. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Line 49. Double dog, double dog.
One left.
Now Wilson. And his throw here's incomplete. Desmond King there on the coverage. He has had a great game defensively. He's been east-west, north-south, everywhere.
Yeah, and I love how you described that because to be a great defender, you have to be able to move up and back, sideline to sideline, and he's been fantastic. Reminds me of a young Charles Davis when he was playing Madden.
Absolutely. Oh, wow. I thought you were going to go on the field, but okay, I see you. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
52's the mark.
To throw is Wilson. Throwing on 4th down. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds. Now Myers for the extra point. And we may very well be headed to overtime.
That ties the game at 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Oh, I think the Seahawks got it. They did. It's Seattle football. Great job by the kick team there to get the football, but also don't forget about the man that started it, the lonesome kicker himself.
I love that you brought him into it because he doesn't get nearly the attention he deserves. Oftentimes it's only when it's negative. In this case, he created a positive play for his team.
Now Wilson. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
It's second down and 10.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
Alert. Tempo.
Here's Wilson. Being chased out left. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down. The Seahawks on third down, not getting the job done at all. A very poor 1 for 10. This is 3rd and 8. Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And whistle blown. A timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. Well, they went with the ultimate element of surprise there, trying the onside kick to start OT, and it backfires.
Not just element of surprise. How about element of hubris? I mean, that is unbelievable because the odds of getting an onside kick are small to begin with. And to give up your opportunity to ever possess the football that way, if you don't get it, that is absolutely huge. Didn't work, but boy, what a gamble.
Throwing again on second down. Rivers. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
3rd and long for Rivers. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Well done by the defense. They did their job here in overtime.
Boy, did they ever, because now it's 4th and really long. So if you do decide to go for it, people think you might be a little bit on the nut side, don't they? But guess what? If I did decide to go for it, I'd call something deep. I'd throw a deep pass and hope that the defense didn't remember to just knock it down. If they intercept it, it's almost like a great punt and helps out your defense with field position.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. And he's got room. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 36 yards on the play. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. Now what can Wilson do here in the OT? They'll roll him out right. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Looked at me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the 1st down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson out to his left. Quick slant, caught by Moore. Taking it within an eyelash, dropped at the 1. That goes for a gain of 31. He had one touchdown earlier, nearly a second one there.
Yeah, it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep him out of the end zone after a big play. Perhaps you go right back to him. Don't need the distance, but maybe he can pay things off after a big effort.
And he pulled it. Oh, my goodness. It's no good. He missed it. And that changes everything here in OT. So possible disaster there. It's an empty possession, and there's no worse time to have an empty possession than the first drive of overtime.
Yeah, and remember the situation now, Brandon. It's sudden death from here on out. You can bet he's begging for a chance to redeem himself. But the question now is, will that chance ever?
There goes Melvin Gordon. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Seattle, so long, everybody.